Carlson did something new last night. Explicit friendly fire.
You don't support Kevin McCarthy for Speaker, you're a terrorist. Anyone who opposes Kevin McCarthy, one of his surrogates explained today, is, quote, an enemy, a, quote, terrorist. So now they're just coming out and telling you what they told you about Iraq. Either you're with us or you're against us.
Tucker Carlson is known for his lies and propaganda, especially against the Democrats and progressives. Lies like the Great Replacement Theory.
Demographic change is the key to the Democratic Party's political ambitions. The Democratic Party is trying to replace the current electorate, the voters now casting ballots, with new people, more obedient voters from the third world. But they become hysterical because that's what's happening, actually. Let's just say it, that's true. In order to win and maintain power, Democrats plan to change the population of the country.
Propaganda against people of color.
That's how it works in the people of color community. They've got so much in common that getting along is effortless. It's one big happy community. You're oppressed, they're oppressed, you'll be friends.
And lies against the LGBTQ community.
In recent weeks, we've learned a lot about what is actually happening inside children's hospitals. Some of these hospitals are performing horrifying experiments on children, elective hysterectomies on minors, physical and chemical castration. The journalist Chris Rufo has just broken a story about the Children's Hospital of Chicago. The local school administrators promoting, quote, kink, BDSM, and trans-friendly sex toys for kids.
Tucker Carlson has always clearly been one of the top mainstream media hosts to indoctrinate people into the far-right realms of politics. And he's been doing it the entire 27 years he's been on the air, creating a very successful manipulation framework, making his audience feel included in his reporting while lying directly to their faces.
But Mr. Carlson uses the rhetorical questioning style to let his audience answer these questions and feel like they're doing some work when they're not doing the facts or the journalism. Take a look at this. If you were to assemble a list, a hierarchy of concerns or problems this country faces, where would white supremacy be on the list?
The top domestic violent extremist threat we face comes from racially or ethnically motivated violent extremists, specifically those who advocate for the superiority of the white race.
He's very dangerous because he shows up with his fresh face and his suit and his tie looking all mainstream. And then he spouts this demagoguery. He really is a fascist demagogue who contributes to political violence in our country.
And now that the far right has become the standard right wing of politics, with our country's political scale moving much further right than most of the rest of the world, Tucker Carlson is pushing that needle even further by including his own party in the vilification that he's poured over Democrats for years.
Pretty amazing to watch virtually everyone in Washington, Republican and Democrat, repeat precisely the same number on one of the most critical problems that we face, and that number is 11 million. 11 million, 11 million, 11 million.
And when Dan Crenshaw, off the cuff, referred to the 20 Republicans holding up the Speaker of the House vote as terrorists, Carlson saw his opportunity to pounce, being someone who has told his audience all these years that those who call you a terrorist are the enemy, essentially making his audience believe that they are somehow an extension of the 20 Republicans in Congress holding up the Speaker of the House vote, and that if they're calling them terrorists, they're calling you terrorists. And if you think he makes sense, let me remind you that this is the same man who got angry when Eminem changed the look of their animated characters because he no longer wanted to f*** them.
The green M&M, you will notice, is no longer wearing sexy boots. Now she's wearing sensible sneakers. The other big change is that the brown M&M has, quote, transitioned from high stilettos to lower block heels. Also less sexy. M&Ms will not be satisfied until every last cartoon character is deeply unappealing and totally androgynous. Until the moment you wouldn't want to have a drink with any one of them. When you're totally turned off, we've achieved equity.
Thank you so much for watching. If you got something out of this video, please like and share it. Consider subscribing to The Breakdown on YouTube, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you.